Rockets are out of Houston and into an interconference game. We're at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Detroit Pistons plan to take advantage of home court. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. A look at the opening. Lineup for the Houston Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. And it's Ariza in a small forward.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
8 seconds of the shot. 8.
You would think that a team like the Pistons, Clark, who struggled as they did, would have trouble with teams out west, but they really held their own.
You know, that was surprising. They weren't exactly taking the conference by storm, but they definitely were able to knock off a few of the powerhouses out there.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And to go back to what you said with the Pistons, they had a bad record against the West, but a lot of those games were close.
Back to Harden. From deep. Harden missing again.
For a team like the Pistons that wasn't going to make a lot of noise last year in terms of competing, I think it's a good sign that they did have some tough games against some of the Western Conference opponents where they did compete at a playoff-type level.
And it's the Rockets on the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Meeks passes to Smith. And the shot is good.
And he was 1 step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
It's Harden with the drive. He dishes it to Jones. 3-pointer. Another miss by Harden. And the Pistons with possession. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Rockets with the rebound.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on the string.
On defense, the Rockets. And Augustine kicks to Smith. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Great interplay there between those 2 teammates.
Rob. Here's Singler. Can't hit from in close.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Harden, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Now here is Augustine. Defended by Beverly. Screened by Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Singler. The 3-pointer, no good. It's Harden with the drive. Harden missing again.
Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Augustine with it, and it's Harden picking him up. From deep 3-point range, Augustine, no luck.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for Houston, Jeff Adrian's checked in for Terrence Jones. For James Harden. And it's Cannon in for Patrick Beverley. Jennings dishes to Urebko. Howard with the block. Ariza has the open look. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Top of the key, Jennings. Pass to Urebko. The kick outside to Butler. Money from the wing.
Boy, that is a tough shot.
Houston moving it around. The three. Rebound by the Pistons. Caldwell Pope gets to Jennings. Here's the pass to Caldwell Pope. Dishes it to Monroe. Howard with the steal. It could go. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons. Caron Butler is out there with Urebko. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Greg Monroe. And it's Jennings in at the point guard. Here's Monroe. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Cannon, the pass to Adrian. Tries a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Boy, and you hate to see that, fouling the three-point shooter.
You know, there are a lot more free throws made than threes every season. I mean, make him earn it from deep. Don't foul him.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. The Rockets also changing it up. Jones checked in for Howard. Harden comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terrian for Isaiah Cannon. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Patrick Beverley could make the case for being the league's most disruptive defender at point guard. He said, quote, "I know some people might not like my defense, but I don't really care. I'm physical, I'm tough, and I'm setting the tone. I don't look at the numbers, I just go out there and I guard everyone exactly the same." That's aggressive, Kevin. Exactly what they're looking for.
He gets after it. Nothing easy. Thanks, Doris.
You know, Josh Smith is a very talented player, but if you have to pick his game apart, he's a bit of a tweener. You know, he's not really a power forward in a traditional sense, but not a three-man either. He's an athlete who can do a lot of different things, but so much depends on the players he has around him. It needs to be the right fit.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Beverly dishes to Terry. And he's good on the three ball. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And with Smith playing at the four, it used to be a luxury as he can defend players with his reach, but now Clark, it's almost a necessity as he gets older, and his shot from outside isn't what it needs to be.
Well, in the modern NBA, Kevin, you know this as well as I do, you got to have perimeter threats, and if you play him at the three, it can put you at a real disadvantage.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The Pistons leading. Bynum kicks to Augustine. Back to Bynum. Lots of room. Here's Drummond. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Harden. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Detroit making a switch here. Singler's checked in. Drummond sets the screen for Bynum. Feeds to Augustine. Lets it go from deep. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
James Harden.
One thing with the Rockets that makes them so explosive is just how efficient they are in transition. They rarely miss out on an opportunity when they have a chance to put the defense on its heels.
It's stolen by Jones. And now Terry pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Augustine, that's good.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Now, here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far.
Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Bynum, the pass to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Smith sets the pick for Augustine. And Detroit again with the bucket.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Harden outside. Here's Terry.